We're back. Both teams in a bind right now as it is elimination. And we are about to go on to their strongest, one of their strongest maps for each team in Energy and 100 Thieves here. We just heard the devs talking about it, how much these teams love the map. And we're actually getting the same comp from 100 Thieves with a bit of a change on the side of Energy.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the last time that these two teams faced off against each other, it was like split one where it was a whole different iteration. You had Demon 1, you had Mark, you still had Victors and Crashies, and Ethan was the one IGLing. So yeah, you're looking from the 100 Thieves side. It's been the same composition. Again, it doesn't matter for me, at least looking from the 100 Thieves side, if they've lost so many rounds going into split 2 towards the end of that side where maybe teams figured that out. But the more reps you put in, the more you can clean up. And there you go, the change that you see coming out from Energy. Yes, almost a mirror matchup, but you have a KO coming out this time for Ethan. And this is going to be an interesting one too. I might get worried for 100 Thieves if I'm a 100 Thieves fan because of that. Because of that tape that you have right now on the amount of times they played this map. They played it very recently against Sentinels last week. And now you have coming out with a comp for Energy, just a KO coming up might get rid of all that stall util that they're trying to use here on the side of 100 Thieves. Yeah. But this is not uncommon as well to see a KO on this map. It happens once in a blue moon.
It's true.
It's not something that's super new.
Right.
So 100 Thieves, once again, just like Pearl, I feel they'll have to adapt on the fly.
We did see more of that standard comp during the Sen City Classic for Energy, where they had the Sky, they had the Gecko, but yeah, bringing this out now, we'll see what the idea is. And Mata, the idea to push forward. We know he lives for aggression. A little high-low here with Sam. Free smoke, push in. It's just going to be a leap through. They're trying to do power in numbers right now, but Energy is going to have Mata with 4. Does Energy find another ace for this guy?
You want to start this way?
His confidence must be through the roof. Then the next roof above that, and any others. Holy moly, breaking through ceilings in this series right now. Mata showing why he was picked up here for Energy this split.
It's just roosting on this spike, protecting it. Like Mother Hen and EU is about to walk into it, and you can see how passive Energy are. They want to let him fight that 1v1 and still keep EU pinned if Mata somehow loses his fight.
EU cleans it up. Everybody wanting to see more aces.
And who better than EU in the clutch again? This is 2 scenarios right now that's going to keep us on the edge of our seats.
It's been playing that way. It kind of sorts itself out too, with the way EU plays, keeping the initiator utility alive, and then actually to have such a strong player in the clutch position, it works so well. This one though, gonna be real tough. 20 seconds left and a lot of work to do.
On to it, but as he drops down, that's going to be 3 players grouped up together now. The high-low on the top is short. Very difficult for EU to win this one here.
Oh, almost. Knocking some armor.
That's a great way to start the piss around. 3rd and final map deciding who's going to be going home, who's moving forward in the lower brackets of kickoff. And it starts with that. Just a flash and then a battle on both ends. Good here for Energy to save all that util in the very beginning, especially when they got gooped by the Gecko. It just weighted it back.
Jeez, that nade dumped in there doing so much damage. What a read. And 100 Thieves has been doing that, or sorry, Energy has been doing that quite a bit in their rounds with these perfect reads.
Too suppressed.
Taunting. Austin loses actually quite a bit of health there. But they get an idea, they can figure out where Ethan is for now and start setting up EU for a nightfall soon.
I think towards the long B, we haven't really taken control of the orb yet on the top. I see Finesse here just jiggling across unless somebody else moved forward to grab it at the very beginning. But there at least was the orb coming out from EU on that side towards Showers. You see Asuna trying to jiggle across, and they are basically using that as bait. Very standard stuff here with a Viper being played towards long B to try to slow them down with this orb, and that's the beauty of that KO. Pop flash for faster swings. Out of here.
Trade. Shower control for Boostio. That spike alone, though, he's going to need the team to get back up here. And they slow this one down. Initiator utility gone for him. They're going to have to use EU to figure out where the rest are in sight. Stall, stall, stall is the name of the game. The wingman searching for a buddy.
You know it's a judge close to. So that should be clear at this point. There's still prowlers available for EU. Nice little trade.
Yeah. And that's going to make Boostio run, but he's been making noise the whole time, and Mata is prepped and ready. Such confidence here from Energy. They know they don't have to do anything too crazy or put themselves in some sticky situations. Mata, this guy's ultimate already coming into round 3.
That's the crazy part. Already a showstopper in the bonus round for Energy. Phantom as well. But again, remember, this is 100 Thieves' playground. Remember the dodge Asuna did with the satchels at the corner of U-Haul when they're playing the defensive side? They can still have good mobility for the side of 100 Thieves to bait out this showstopper and still come out on top.
I need to blow something up.
All right, let's see what Xander can do. He's going to be on the lurk here, but Sam, they look like they're going to push mid every time and start playing defense there. It's a beautiful flash through to see if Mata can get something. Again, giving Mata the chance to just get more in the map.
At least that pop flash in the very beginning, you saw the jiggle coming out from Mata, so you check the box. Showstopper's already there, pushing down towards Long B.
Incredible. Towards Hookah, goes right out to Octagon to make a play towards Long, and they are reading every step of 100 Thieves right now.
I was just about to say, because of that jiggle coming out from that flash, they should anticipate that the Showstopper is in that spot, yet still walking up. And then they get caught here by the Showstopper coming in from Hookah. A double kill, and now 2-player down. 400 Thieves trying to enter towards B.
Honestly, wonder if they even expected in round 3. It's so crazy to have right now. Ethan trades or gets one on the cryo. And yeah, Xander trying to make noise so EU can get close. Get a little sketchy shot in there, but it doesn't work. A trade back and forth here. Looks like NRG is going to be able to get some nice upgrades at the end of this round and get themselves out of here feeling good with round number 3.
Yeah, at this point, it's pretty much buffer rounds for 100 Thieves, playing a little bit more slowly at the beginning of these rounds. Just trying to understand what Energy's trying to leverage around this KO. But a couple of tells, you see that since the pistol round, Energy has put a lot of focus into pushing out towards short, stacking in that spot, playing a judge in that area.
10 seconds left.
Just trying to condition the players going into utility on that B side.
Oh, you gave yourself up? Oh no. Oh, they're going to triple through? I don't think there's a nade there. No, they're good. I actually thought it was going to be the Boomba and they were going to go, but I like the classic drop. Boom. You're right, though. It's like they had no fear or either didn't recognize that that was a possibility. Crazy stuff, fans.
Asuna did try to satchel away, but the fact that Boostio was still up there with him could render costly in the long run. You don't see a timeout coming out from 100 Thieves yet, because that's probably one of those, okay, well, we made a mistake. We know that it wasn't as clean here, and the error is in the column to the side of 100 Thieves, and it's just time to recoup, figure out here in your lower buy in round number 4. If Energy continues with very similar setups. For now, you see Sam still with his judge, this time holding towards U-Haul instead of aggressively towards the smoke.
Hookah rush. EU's got the stinger on the other side, so this is all we got. Sheriff's running through here with this Vandal on Xander, so they're just trying to keep him protected. Energy's doing a really nice job at giving 100 Thieves nothing.
The Hero Rifle was into Xander, the weapon that was saved before, this time dropped over to Asuna because he got damage down to 51. Asuna with Hash Shield, trying to spray back with the Vandal, does some good damage though. That's both Ethan and Finesse, quite low. Might be that opening to allow here 100 Thieves to flood.
Yeah.
And the aggression that they like to play on this map.
The double initiator helps him, gives him a second chance to go in, and it's going to be the crosshair break on Ethan with Dizzy.
30 seconds left.
Finesse takes one down, but it's not going to slow. Oh, it does slow the rush into sight. I actually don't feel comfortable to get onto that. Wingman plant going in. They should be able to protect it here. And now 100 Thieves has to defend the site. Not looking at too much utility to do that.
The thing is, we move forward with the Vandal. Thankfully, there was another one left behind just by Octagon so that EU could pick it up. But you have the other rifle low at half HP, the one that was pushing forward.
Just a seize. Oh, Xander Very tough spot. Should be able to live on this one. Taken down by Verno. Mata's just as fast with another kill for NRG. Oh, the drop top games here on the tube is just too much for EU to clutch this one out. Sam is going to get another round, a fourth for NRG to start off behind.
Silver Lining is a plan out for 100 Thieves and more. Econ going into the next round, maxing everything out, being at 3,200. Going into this. And a Nightfall available, as we just saw before we watched this replays. I mean, that first spray coming back through that tin. They looked like they had pretty decent positioning here for 100 Thieves to play inside that site.
You're actually be into his crosshair? Are you serious?
And even when it looks good, it may not be clean to them. Honestly, NRG still working through some things, but they're just having fun right now. It's not even a problem.
I mean,
a 4-0 to start.
Mata probably just wants to pad the stats here to have the best breakout rookie performance at the VCTs in America.
Seriously, on par for it. And then some. Crazy stuff. Mata with the operator. He's got that skull over his image for a reason, as he's just destroying the server right now.
Add another to the column. Nice little kill, and the first look that you have on the operator given away, it still turns out to be a converted kill for Energy to player advantage.
All right. Thrash in. Boostio trying to clear. Everything coming up short for 100 Thieves, but this might be the one where they find gold. Nicely on top of the tub. Everybody working together here to put the layers in to get the spike down. Can they get this post plant? 4v2.
Verno just tried to stall as much as he could as the fish was coming out.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, one of them got hit by it. And it was just easier for 100 Thieves to move in after. And you already see towards the end Energy falling back, saving their weapons into the next round. Despite the amount of rounds, 4 in a row. They want to keep here the operator and the rifle into the next. Nice little move, though, at the beginning here for Energy. It was quite simple. You know, you lose control towards Showers, and you just want to try to pivot forward because you have the ultimate to move with the Thrash out of Boostio. You can't pivot back into Showers control because you already know the operator's out there. You could tempo faster into the B site. And you read it correctly. The sprays came across from trying to take down the Thrash, and we just followed right before the Thrash came through, and it kind of caught Ethan off guard.
Now we're talking.
It was a big and very necessary play. I think, fans, one of the things we saw plaguing 100 Thieves versus Sen was the fact that Sen would cause 100 Thieves to use that initiator util before getting in sight.
This guy has an op and he's 11-1. You guys want to, like, avoid him?
But now, since the op is shooting them before they get to sight, they don't have that initiator util. So we saw last round what upping the pace and having all that util for the first hit on sight did for 100 Thieves.
Just love the chuckle after that comment.
Yeah, always. It's like, does somebody need to say this? He's destroying us. All right, they push out.
Ooh.
Oh my, all right.
And now pushed back.
Yeah.
In numbers as well. That was a nice little change that Energy was trying to do. As maybe trying to read into the round that you are trying to find the operator. You are trying to push him out of that position towards Shower so you could maybe try to control orbs onto Cryo, for example, getting closer to the orbital strike. With a double walk down, staying patient towards that spawn. 100 Thieves gets that pick. Even Mata gets spawned, or spotted rather, sorry, with the haunt. And yep, they do exactly what EU was saying. They run away from the op and TP, but Mata's already there.
EU takes down Sam. The Nightfall just makes it all silent and deadly. And now they push forward through the site. Looks like they are getting that orb max on Boostio. He just ulted last round. He's got 4 already.
Question is after this round finishes, will they want to try to pick up the op here for Asuna to use it on the attack?
It's true. It's sitting right behind EU. Something they could flex towards. Cryo's going to have ult in 2 as well. They'll fold these together. And just looking for Ethan at this point. Nice job by 100 Thieves. They are definitely upping the pace. All the utility is for sight now. We saw the Haunt and the Dizzy first being used there at Long B and just pushing everybody off. So expect Energy to adapt. That's exactly what's happening.
Almost one of those moments where you may think, oh, why'd you TP? You gave the tell that Asuna could potentially be somewhere, or somebody's moving towards B, so
Yeah.
you kind of got Ethan ready to try to take him down. But the thing is, you see EU towards the end of the round, he still has the Vandal, so he probably brought that operator into the teleporter just to make sure that Ethan's not
Yeah.
anywhere close where he can pick up that operator.
Jeez. My dude is on.
Yeah.
EU is frying today.
So is Mata, 12-2 already.
Everybody's having their moments, but Mata is definitely continuing that each and every round. 4-2 now. We're going to go round 7. No real ults to have just yet, but a lot can come up in this round.
Yeah. If anything, the pit's pretty good. But through the Chaos War, ult could potentially get activated. 100 Thieves going very quickly, but looks like they're going for the standard execution to try to molly towards that spawn. We've seen that miss also
It
against
does.
Sentinels.
That's not the first time. Got to get those angles line up, Larry. 1 minute left on this. This is what we're talking about. This is the stall. Now they have to wait for the signature to come back up, that initiator util, and this is what was affecting 100 Thieves so much last time. They lose their pace.
That was a KO knife at the very beginning. It saw so many players on that side and nullify the utility that could have been used. But the second cycle, you only have one more smoke left for Cryo, so it might be just the explode into the A site and leverage that pit for Xander.
And so many good reads. They're figuring out 100 Thieves is still sitting just outside A, but Asuna is going to start him off fast here. Good trades back and forth as the fight is for that middle ground.
Oh, he TP'd.
Oh, somebody's getting out of showers. That's 2 members of 100 Thieves now in sight and trying to hold it down.
Trying to flip the map too. Pushing towards that spawn, it's kind of out in the open. But there's a huge flank coming out from Mono all the way towards Showers.
Being watched right now by Cryo, but how long can he keep his eyes on that position? It seems to be timing that is catching everybody off in this series just at the last second, and almost happens again.
EU still has C's, just use it to stall even more towards that spawn, so clock in favor of 100 Thieves.
I wonder, they know the op is there. This is going to be tough for Mata to get in just by himself. Revealed, but he gets the shot through the wall. As the honk comes through, he figures out the lineup and he hits the shot. Cryo tries to get finesse, but it's not going to be enough. That timer is ticking too low, and Asuna is going to have the advantage. 100 Thieves grab another round.
That icon of the collat, I think he was just trying to shoot the haunt.
Yeah.
Went through it, and then he even got a player on top of that, and almost finesse couldn't save the operator as Asuna got him down to 52.
That's just one of those, oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Meant to do that. Energy is going to call the timeout as we get a replay of everything that went down right here.
And that's that control that Energy are trying to fight back towards the short. Look at that.
Jeez. What?
Bro, I mean, what am I even playing?
I'd like to see some people in these rounds, is what he's saying. Just getting shot through almost 2 walls there, cleared by Mata. And you can't expect less right now. He is absolutely delivering anytime you ask him.
Yeah. Definitely starting to see the resurgence of Mata.
Yeah.
When he first started out here going into the challenger scene, he was kind of like up and down, but looking at the confidence that he built throughout the last year, playing in challengers, he's found something that unlocked his performances, and he's shown it now on a big stage. Now wants to try to showcase this on the international stage with this new powerhouse built by Energy again. Trying to get the upset victory against 100 Thieves. And have a chance potentially to move forward here in the top 2 to represent the Americas in Bangkok.
It truly is just out of this world to see the confidence, the control, the consistency from such a young player, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't even get in his own head that he's 13-3. Each round is the same. You do not see this very often from young players, and Mata is just different. Here we go, now into round 8. Will he be the factor for Energy gapping a few of these rounds as we've gone back and forth, fans?
Knife info for Showers as a haunt's being thrown on the side of 100 Thieves. The thing is, there's not going to be too much after. Yeah, the pop flash is not going to do too much here. It almost looks like it's kind of wasted, but it's just to give an opportunity for Ethan to continue to jump spot. Because they are also playing a composition that, you don't have the Sky Flash, you don't have the Dizzy they could throw towards the air and refresh it instantly. So at this point, you have to commit to jump spots for Ethan. And he's still in a good spot, though, as he's getting pushed away. If 100 Thieves are still going to try to execute towards the B site, he's got a null command to stall again. And even a refresh of that knife.
Seeing if they might be able to get a Mata nade out of that ping on the orb. Mata's all the way on the other side, doing a bit of a flank right now. Huge stuff out of Shower as he starts to get a better position. And now Finesse can tell the team, let's get ready for B.
Thing is, there's still that lane towards short that hasn't fully been spotted yet, but they are going to gamble for their early rotate. Null command now. I mean, even with this null command, if they TP back towards the A site,
True.
that's a gap right now still in the defensive line for 100 Thieves, or for Energy rather.
Oh, wait, they identify Cryo. The jig is almost up here. They really don't have a surprise that they're hiding outside B. It's just going to have to be the pace we see from 100 Thieves. B the key to victory. Xander gets one. The pressure cookers on. 10 seconds on the clock. And Energy wipe 100 Thieves from the site. Still, Cryo left standing, but not enough time to capitalize on the round.
That is so unorthodox there for 100 Thieves. So you know that they usually have good reads on their opponents, that they can react on what the opponents have. Yet they should have identified that there was an orbital strike still available for Energy.
Right.
That none of that util's been utilized in the very beginning for Energy. They got the most info just out of Ethan's refreshable knives of the KO knife, the null command, and then you can seize ult like this. Even if it doesn't get kills, they got one at least for some with the orbital strike, but still.
That was the best round of Valorant I've ever seen.
That's what I'm saying. Just an easy, let me just seize with an orbital strike and we'll win the round.
Yeah.
Like it's a little bit of a head scratcher there for 100 Thieves.
Energy one step ahead of the plays here. Start to separate the score line. And you see a lot more map control this time from just on this round by 100 Thieves, not allowing that info to Energy to start.
And you know that potentially Energy could have these early aggressions, these double walkdowns. So staying fairly passive, just watching out towards the sands.
Goes for the non-jump peak on the second one. FNS playing some dangerous games over there. We'll get back to safety though. So this has been the same for 100 Thieves how many rounds in a row, right? That's not a problem. They're getting the orbs. They're farming the heck out of Boostio and the rest of the team. But where do they go from here? That's been the question.
And he's already got the ult from the very beginning, and looks like it's just to try to scale up towards Showers if you can.
Oh, that would have been a kill for EU, I think. Prowler in, find it. Almost still a kill for EU as he grabs Mata. A missed shot, something we have not seen a lot from him, but he is pressured back into the site.
Rare miss from both players. Mata even missed the off shot out in the open like that.
True.
But this is the early TP, allowing 100 Thieves to now leverage the Thrash.
Yeah, that Molly is going to cook it up real quick. Thrash does not do well through Molly's, but 100 Thieves is going to do well with the shots. A little bit of a plinko inside Lamps there with the nade, and it's not going to work.
God.
Mata comes forward playing the smart one, but EU trades it. And now it's in the pit, Vance.
Last player standing.
Okay. We don't even have to make our way to the pit. Boostio and EU find shots outside. The off is not going to be saved. That gets dropped down.
Yep.
So we go to the next round. It's just going to be all-out Vandals for 100 Thieves.
Makes sense too. You just want to try to leverage a lot
fast.
more util exactly, and the space behind that. I mean, look at the movements coming out from Asuna, getting a double kill on top of that.
That's gross.
I mean, it works out.
Yo, if you just saw what I just did to these guys. Oh.
We did.
I mean, he's answering his own. A few rounds ago, he's like, "What game am I playing?" It's like, now we're wondering what game you're playing, bro. Doing this kind of stuff.
It worked out. He was able to capitalize on those because that high-low stack was so focused on taking down that Thrash out towards the Showers.
Yeah.
So great util to support around the space making of that duelist Asuna. And again, probably a reason why you don't want to cut him out with an operator on the attack. You need him in your explosive hits.
Honestly, at those looks, just gave him the Bucky with how it's been working for teams. They'll go in and absolutely clean house. So much support on these plays too. The flashes over his shoulder, the dizzy being up over his head, haunts to identify where he needs to go on those plays. There's a lot going into it.
Dangerous grounds coming forward now. You have the combination of Verno to help out with the showstopper once they get into contact. Any type of audio cue is going to be the tell. There you go.
Oh, he gets spammed out from up top, but Xander goes down, so self-trade there. Nice job. Inferno hiding off to the left. The crossfire from Lamps here seems so tough for teams to identify and get through, and again, 100 Thieves is having trouble here. Oh my gosh, Verno crossfiring there with Sam was so nice.
Some got a judge kill at that distance. It's pretty crazy. Probably on somebody that was potentially damaged on the initial attempt of 100 Thieves trying to move in towards short. But man, that was a great hold moving through.
Jeez.
So far, again, just trying to expect Som playing towards this U-Haul, but never looking towards this right where Verno could be.
Ah!
Nah, boy, Verno is too cold.
Ethan is just making sounds now. That's what that's what he's feeling in this one. They are all vibing on the side of NRG, and it is these rounds coming in through NRG's ferocity on the retakes are going to call a timeout from Zix.
And you got to give it to Energy, though. The stall that they currently have towards this B site, it hasn't always been successful for 100 Thieves to do the standard of the triple push-up towards that long B and really trying to manipulate the map. You remember Sean Garris was mentioning here, this is also a good map for a caller like Finesse. Leveraging the teleporters on the attack side. If he's good on calling those type of plays, he can anticipate the similar plays coming out for a team like 100 Thieves. So every time 100 Thieves is stalled out towards this B side and they try to go for the TP back towards A, they already have the rotate. They already have the power of numbers on that spot. And when they identify in the earlier rounds here that from Energy with the KO that nobody's really pushing up on the triple push, well, it's still a standard default that 100 Thieves has towards short A, and they still have 3 players there to fight back. So great reads coming through from Energy so far.
Let's call after the timeout. Stacked on B, ready for the 3-2 split out of Hookah. Oh, this is a first push. They're going to try to hide Mata in the corner.
And there's no Dizzy to be thrown, so the really only thing is a Haunt potentially that's going to get shot once. It gets shot through the smoke. They won't see Mata on the left.
Waiting for the poison. Do they realize how many people are over here on the left side? I mean, they've seen the poison, they've heard a fragment, they haven't seen Mata, so it's a question about that. Asuna goes in with the judge, and he's going to go ahead and nade right into Garden. Just a bit of chip damage around is going to help, but they try to go through. They try to keep forcing. You already have sight.
Beautiful flash.
Oh my gosh. It seems like an overheat now from 100 Thieves. They thought there were only a few people in Garden, but it's basically the entire Energy team. The plant now backside. Nightfall is going to still come out here to try to get a tag on where that might be. They're leaving nothing up to chance here in the last few rounds of the first half.
Xander now tested too.
Let's
on
see
the big stage, a 1v2.
What a test too. Verno and Ethan. 2 players firing on all cylinders here throughout the series. The spam is there. He looks up. He calls it correctly. The right click is there. He knows there's damage down. On to Verno. Oh my God! The swing out on the right click classic coming in for Xander. We asked and he delivered. What a Red Bull clutch from him.
Xander popping off in that 1v2. It looked like it was going to be a miss. But there wasn't enough confidence coming out for Energy to just double swing out to try to fight back as soon as possible when he realized that Xander was falling back. And he did a great job getting behind, isolating those 1v1s to jump up here from Ethan, punish right away. And Verno's way too far to be able to help out.
Gee, it seems like 100 Thieves is getting their rounds through repair and stuff like that. Amada's going to make him have to already repair this one 7 seconds into the round.
And that's already a duelist down for the side of 100 Thieves. Asuna once again has to watch this round from the sidelines, not being able to play a regular game of Valorant so far in this first half.
They're still going to pursue that hookah area. They feel like they can push the up, pressure Mata back. That's a risky thing. Still with 3 towards B, Energy feels safe to hold this position.
Thing is it's a big gamble for Cryo to try to do this alone. Losing Asuna, he can't boombot into hookah, so they don't know how many players are there. It will be a smarter play for him not to try to commit into this. And you need to make noise from 100 Thieves out towards Octagon instead.
Face your fear!
Ethan, 6th sense here. Feels like it's there, but he's moving as Cryo gets the swing. Ethan was on the forward step. He plays it perfectly as Cryo now backpedals for the second one on Mata. Absolutely opens up hookah by himself.
That was clean shots coming out here, and a TP gives information on the first rotate. That's Verno. all in individual fights, all being won so far by 100 Thieves.
Why does it seem like some of these rounds, they just have magnet bullets to the heads of NRG, another shot from Cryo, but Verno and the rest of the team doing a bit of damage, leaving him with 2. Got a tap. They know it's fake. Don't even get the orbital strike out of it until the second one as 100 Thieves run down the clock.
Thing is, Cryo only has the operator. If Verno could actually start taking down EU right away, that's now discipline coming out from the last 2 players, 100 Thieves.
Oh, God.
Yeah, dink through the wall, but this is a guaranteed round in the end.
My word, they know they can't keep playing with Verno because he's like that. They have to run the clock down. And even though Energy separates a few rounds for the first half, we still get a 6-6.
That is crazy. A 6-6 on the first half, a 7-5 on the second one, and 6-6 on the third. But it almost felt that it was really should have been one-sided with all these kills coming out from Mata. The first kills coming out from him on the defensive side for Energy, and it's still a 6-6. That's a good fight back for 100 Thieves.
You are not wrong. It does seem like Mata was the only one there, the chance to get kills, and then when it was asked for, 100 Thieves would get their frags too. A 6-6 to bring us into the second half of this elimination game in our last map. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now we get into the second half, the last rounds where we all said and done for one of these teams, both actually going out very early in the 2024 kickoff. So they are feeling like they want to get through this bracket now. They are hungry, and we see that both teams are very ready, Vans.
Want to know here if Mata could repeat the same thing on the attack side, putting up the numbers that he just did on the operator. Can he also create the space and the first kills to open up the executions for Energy on this side? Remember, this is a lot of tape done and studied potentially on 100 Thieves. Energy coming out with the KO. And can the KO help out on the stall that 100 Thieves has with this composition? The lean split towards this B site to start for Energy. A deep smoke coming out on the defensive side, forcing early util from Energy, and it doesn't clear to the left side. Similar to last time.
It's a headshot. Can he follow up? No help there, just from the right side. They are going to get a shot from Cryo, but somehow Verno lives in the situation, does get tagged. Cryo keeps going for the peak there. Now 3 for Mata as he brings himself up to a 20 bomb.
I think Cryo just swung behind, trying to trade out, but I think they lined up perfectly for Mata to get a second tap. Also salvaging the spike back to a 2 versus 2. Now have to come down to audio plays and potentially just letting Energy plant. And if they do that, though, Energy still has the spots they could take in the post plant that has to be snuffed out now by 100 Thieves.
One smoke, one nade, can play a bit of post plant, get Mata another orb is the idea. And you still see Xander waiting. He can wait for the TP or TP himself to get back with Boostio. Slow goes it. So they're actually going to allow Mata to go forward here. Plant for some.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, the correct choice. Never second guessing it. Mata, ace. Does he go for another one here? Look at the pips already. He's going to be so close to having ult.
Meanwhile, Xander presented with another 1v2.
Oh, Van Silly, he does it again! Unheard of. This is friggin' ridiculous coming in from Mata. Another ace coming in for this guy.
question has been answered. Can he actually perform the same way on the attack side? And he has. Look at these kills. It was a labored fight at the very beginning, but everything else, clean shots, one taps, silenced. With another 1v2.
Oh my gosh.
More gift cards?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh!
Yeah. If you haven't signed up for those iBuyPower socials yet, that's on you. Hashtag unlock your ace, because Mata is going to keep doing it. They're going to be pushing left side of the map now. There's NRG. I mean, you must be feeling so much momentum just from these rounds on Mata. They have to be, that energy flows through the team. Across the map, it's going to be finesse ready for the team to come back to showers. Orb grabbing, orb maxing. Mata is just getting fed right now.
I have to call Mata Oprah. Everybody's going to get gift cards at this point.
Push towards B. I mean, 100 Thieves still hanging out over there, thinking this is going to be a teleport play with the majority of the players coming up mid. That's a runaway. Quick plan in sight, and it looks like Energy is going to set up for the post plan here.
It's quite simple so far. I mean, for 100 Thieves, after getting dominated the way that it just did on that pistol round, you do want to maintain that discipline. Don't let Mata get that ult orb. Well, they gave it to him still, but at least with a kill from Xander.
Oh, shucks. That's what he's saying. The team's ready here. Classics in a frenzy coming in. Should not be too much problem to just take these down and get themselves to the next round, but you never know. Quick shot from Vander. Whoa, gets himself a swing there. Cryo. Gaining the space. Getting close. Only putting on so much pressure, though, here as he goes down. Nice job by Energy to play these first rounds. Very calm, cool, collected. Get themselves some necessary frags, and the Phantoms stay alive here, which is important.
Speaking of close, how did they actually let 100 Thieves make that a close scenario in the post plan? You're just lucky at this point now that there was full shields, there was a lot more health, and the Classics didn't do the full 130 in terms of the right-click's close range.
Shots. Yeah. So now this is, again, the third round of the map. First half, third round, Mata had an ult. Third round of the second half, Mata has an ult. This is, 100 Thieves must be wondering how to get through these rounds when they are supposed to be winning them. This is their bonus, but Energy's feeling good. Oh, here it comes already, too. They're going to flex the muscles right away. Nice delay. Mata says, no, I'm still coming through the front door. Is able to take one, and Sam still finds a kill through the wall as well. Oh, holy, just jumping out. That was actually the kill through hookah smoke that they were able to find. There's an attack on every front here from NRG on 100 Thieves.
They just needed another split second there for E to be able to hide inside that tin and maybe get another one. To allow here Austin to get some value on that early rotate,
Yeah.
But as soon as he gets caught, how aggressive Energy has been after the initial trades, it didn't give a chance here for 100 Thieves to really move into the sites and set up to try to fight back. Great isolation on the hits.
Wild. And that was, you could, not a forced hit. Obviously, Mata had his ult, but nobody could really follow up with Mata. But still going in, knowing the space he created is enough for NRG's power right now to still continuously take the site. They are, it's something else right now. They've definitely turned it up a notch, and it seems like 100 Thieves cannot find that next level.
Even for Energy, like they stayed behind the Viper wall, and then it just started spraying based on the pip that was being shown here on Mata with the Showstar. I mean, look at this. Just an easy spray. Well, I like to say easy. Just a spray through the
They
wall.
make it look easy.
That looked easy. I think I could replicate that one.
Maybe. Give me about 50 tries. All right. EU's going to hold on to that classic. Not much they can really do here as they're trying to get their money in order. No, Bulldog will come through. Just considering what the util is going to be with no C's.
Top flash double swing. Dude, it's so clean. It's a simple one. That is the most basic flash to peek right after and just go for the fundamentals. Caught Austin off guard, and now Cryo has to go for a hero play because he's pretty much stuck there since he lost his teammate.
Everything is working for Energy. Predicting the plays of 100 Thieves. It's not the first time. Pop flash through, the team drops. The coordination has been incredible here for Energy to swarm 100 Thieves in sight.
It's almost that KO's built for Ethan. The experience that he has in his history of tactical FPS. It's just a simple underhand, simple pop flash. That's 100 Thieves, but I mean, they do have a broken buy, so I think you might just want to try to go and do some damage here, but you know that Econ's super low here, Riv. You might even want to try to save this Bucky. You might not have a choice.
I mean, for Boostio, it's almost a rifle in hand, right?
Yeah, true.
You get some crazy rounds out of that man. But yeah, it looks like they will try to put up a bit of a fight. Xander will find one and put the wingman pressure on here. But yeah, you have all this post-plant. Did get a kickoff, but it's not going to be enough. And now Sam has it all. We've been waiting to see that come up as Finesse gets the last few frags there. They have an answer for everything 100 Thieves is trying to do, and we'll see if it happens again now that they should have guns on the side of 100 Thieves. Actually, still scattered. No, you're looking at that.
The kick from Boostio to kick that volley off from Brimstone. It almost looks like one of those moments where you're walking down the street, you see a rock, you want to kick it.
Yeah.
Yet it just rolls a couple of feet on your right side because you just whiffed it.
Didn't work.
That Molly still landed right onto the spike, but outside of that Molly, there was still a paint shells coming out from Mana, so there's a lot of that stall. Because he didn't need that much to enter towards that site. It was all from the get-go, the utility utilized by Ethan, putting 100 Thieves into another broken bind.
Guaranteed positioning. Ethan throws the knife toward showers, they prowler showers, and have inserted Mata in the safest way possible. So anything can happen this round now with that knowledge gained. Just listening.
Can't really try to go for exactly any type of play to allow EU to activate himself to try to surprise Mana. It's just individual plays in moments where they could get punished here as they're all so separated on that stack that they have towards the A side for 100 Thieves.
A great job by EU to push him back. Helpful to figure out where the map is going to be played, and 100 Thieves is going to call that rotate already.
Talk about the good reads here coming out from the Thieves. Gamble to go here towards that B site, but putting all these players. I love this push out towards this side, though. You're trying to not allow these players to last-minute pivot and TP across towards the A site. So you are crunching out towards TP.
30 seconds
Was able to get through even with the C's. Back of sight is cleared here. They're looking to flush it as Energy pushes in from Hookah and that long area. A nice delay by the Molly, though, as Austin and the rest of the team were able to pick up the frags that are necessary to capitalize on the round and finally stop the bleeding.
It's just the simple things going into that one. EU putting himself out there only as a ghost. Yes, he gets C's on top of that, but now that he TPs across and the time that's remaining, they're like, well, we can't really go into the TP yet in case there's still a stack towards that spot. So for Energy, they have no choice but to move through. They get blocked by a wall up. There's a molly on the ground, and then they never check towards that left side of the shed with those stingers. The lure buy coming out from 100 Thieves just came out on top. Great mind games, good reads. And Boostio had a tremendous call there.
Yeah, that early rotate can create so much pressure on the retake, but you're right. Boostio finally getting the mind of what Energy is doing here. And we'll see if they can follow suit in the next rounds. So it's so peculiar. Knowing somebody can always walk out, get a bit more information, that forward audio knowledge. Oh, okay. An ult on the other side, I can do what you can do too.
It's probably going to be another one of those fights just down towards short A because of that.
The safest spot, and you see everybody preparing for it. EU getting up top on high ground here so he can fire over some smokes possibly, and really the only one that has to get back to this fight would be Boostio to rotate over.
I don't know if it's as safe. It's a battlefield usually at this spot. It looks like it was a baited satchel. Out from Mata to start. Only one more satchel remaining, so he won't be able to gain too much space. Comes down to utility.
Very high haunt. You want to see how they considered that it wasn't their own teams. They're trying to figure out what two utils where. Oh, very hurt, very decayed on this. They have to be careful. Nice delay for the push through. Jumps into lamps, and they're just gaining space. Energy is getting the space they need to get that spike protected.
Wingman still available. EU still has one more prowler, so they're going to try to fight back towards the front.
Oh my god, Asuna going for the jump shots. They've worked before, but not this time. Energy is going to be able to capitalize on a lot of frags so quick. Xander, though, just one. 2 more now. There's that spike tap. He's
Oh
going to be
my
low ammo as well, and he's not able to collect that last frag on some. 11-7 now, as Energy is starting to pull away.
Definitely starting to taste that victory. Energy is pressure coming out for 100 Thieves, and it's time to pull out the last stops. Those are nice shots by Verno. Instant kills on 2. But the fact that they had at least the power of numbers on that side for the stack towards the A side of 100 Thieves, and also wasted out and burnt the satchel in the very beginning for the side of Energy, just a re-hit by leveraging more. The Molly KO from Ethan. Does it allow here 100 Thieves to really try to swing out and try to stop your Energy moving into the default spot of the A site plant?
The timeouts have been flexing the game and how we view it right now the most, or I should say how it's been played the most. Every time we have a timeout, Energy kind of breaks themselves into a strategy that would get in 100 Thieves' face very fast. And usually out of the timeouts, 100 Thieves has wanted to go fast. So really just butting heads as soon as we get out of these as the coaches have their talks.
Big smile for Bonkar. Looks like they know the game plan. And if anything, they still have another timeout in their pockets. If you're starting to see a slow comeback on the defensive side of 100 Thieves. And yeah, let's see if they could do something here. You just talked about they like to be aggressive coming out of the timeout, but it seems to be a lot of showers control to try to get that showstopper up ASAP for Asuna. Even on the other end, denying orbs on both sides.
Yeah, it does seem like Zik said we need extremity control. We don't have enough map info.
But if anything, that's an orb being thrown on a short, and everybody concentrated for Energy on that side. So if anything, for 100 Thieves, they take the showers control, they have to maintain that spot. Control the shower so that everybody can work as a group coming back from the spawn as well.
Orb lands just behind camera here, floating forward so they can have that U-Haul protection. And they walk up. Calling this round so well, they've met.
Asuna lost a showstopper though. After the walk contact was punished by EU.
Face your fear!
Every time they go this way, there's somebody from 100 Thieves, but they get a free lamps, they get a free push all the way to spawn this time, Vans.
I can't use that.
Finesse so good at routing around where 100 Thieves might be defended and figuring this could be a different defense.
A lot of util's been used for Energy though. They don't have too much stall remaining with the exception of the Molly ensemble staying towards the back of the U-Haul. Last line of defense on the post plan for Energy.
Haunt's going down. Dizzy is also out of the mix right now. They see some is in lamps. Verno, first shot. As Energy looks like they have a pretty big lockdown on this. But wait, Ethan gets caught with util out for a moment. They're trying to get back into lamps.
There's that Molly to delay.
They knew where Sam is, easily taking him out, but the time is ticking down. They have to get on the spike. Xander's going to be there. It's going to be the wingman already on it. And a defuse comes through as 100 Thieves is able to focus on the frags.
Oh, man. That Molly could have been everything right there for Sam. He chose it perfectly to land it on the ground because you saw that pressure coming back here for the Thieves.
Yep.
But just not enough, unfortunately, because the other ones had to start winning their fights. And you just mentioned it, the pop flash for Ethan. Just so that Sam could try to swing towards that back to fight. He's able to get one, but they lost so many players behind the APC. That wingman, as a 6-man, is able to help out.
That was wild. All right. 100 Thieves keep this off match point for NRG.
And now the ults are in favor of 100 Thieves too. They could start cycling these, start the comeback on that side. We're far away for Energy's point as well in terms of the ults. Only Sam and Mata are halfway into theirs.
Bring them down.
Playing very default positions, allowing Asuna to float back and forth between the sites so they can have a bit of an advantage if they choose right. And Boostio has called him over to B now. Oh, the push, Mata. I thought he would have it, but Cryo more than ready.
Cryo's definitely on this head-to-head. Starting to cool down Mata.
That's what we talked about a little bit before, Vans. Mata sometimes doing these solo missions, coming up with some kills, but not this time. It's going to hurt. NRG is Cryo ready, and the rest of 100 Thieves are feeling very confident to close this one out.
Yeah, you can even see NRG backpedaling all the way back towards the fountain. So at 40 seconds left, I mean, they want to waste out at least a Thrash at the very beginning, which should be gone by now, but still an Orbital Strike and Showstopper available, anchored at the right spot.
30 seconds left.
Energy understands that. Looks like it is going to be the option to save. as 100 Thieves will be able to close that gap by 2.
Timeouts from Zix have been paying off, resetting 100 Thieves mentality, giving something else to focus on the map. And it does help
10
that they get
seconds
a little
left.
bit of extremity control to figure out how to start grabbing these rounds. Playing safe on both sides here. 3 living for the side of NRG, but 100 Thieves bring another round into their favor. As we go 11-9 now here on our third map. All right, NRG calling a timeout. So Bankar wants to get a word in with the squad. I think this is the moment where they have to pull out all the stops, right? You've basically used everything you have in the strat book of what we've seen so far, but is there more?
Definitely saw, at least on that last round, a lot of individual plays trying to find timings. And I respect it. You have to give it to Mana at that point. He's 6 frags away of dropping 30 pretty much in regulation. But then after losing him initially, and Ethan still trying to get the jump out towards the window to try to isolate a 1v1 in that site so they could pinch back towards Octagon, it got instantly punished. And you don't have that buddy system on your side, and I think it's time for Bankar to maybe reel that a little bit more. If you lose your star player in the very beginning, the one that's able to open things up as Mata, you probably need to add somebody else as you're playing at disadvantage in the round. And you know, again, they're still very far away from those ults, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, I just went full Canadian on that one. Hey there.
Hey.
So far away from the ults, eh? Canadians don't speak like that, by the way.
Looking at Mata, I feel like before, what EU said was one of the most real things. When he had the op last map, is like, this guy, or when he had the op 11-1, let's not go towards him. How about that? And here, I feel like while Mata's on attack, they're preventing him from getting these kills. They know he's going to go hard. They know he's in sight, almost alone, but still able to get frags. So a lot of teamwork from 100 Thieves. They're not putting themselves in any positions for Mata to get those opening frags and blow everything wide open.
Seems like orb control this time attempted by Energy. So the knife actually could be huge because it spots both of them. That's no showstopper to try to fight back into that attempt to get the orb here on Showers. So that could be a small dub coming out here for Energy. There's the lurk wall coming back. We haven't seen that in a long time.
Mata goes down. Asuna hits him with a quick rocket to the face, and the curtain is closed on Showers for now, but Verno may open it back up. Oh, a little spam through, but Cryo's able to find that with the Vandal from the smoke. Verno on 3 now, as we get down to a 2v2.
Now the site, even the maps open up here for Energy. It is the map of Vine. A fast way they could pick up Spike and TP if they want to. But the lurk wall, I mean, I haven't seen this since like 2021. But Verno is setting up here to just try to see if Bustio wants to overextend here towards that spawn.
Fake plant for sure. They have so much time. A quick jump peek. And yeah, enough time to check the flanks as well. Oh, yeah, that's a forehead. Xander ducks the bangs back down, gets himself hidden.
Viper on Viper here too, as both players of Energy are grouped up towards the back.
One enemy remaining.
Just slow play here. Xander's already making enough noise, trying to get the spam through the box, but money towards NRG here, and it looks like they may be able to get a match point. We've seen Xander come up before, though.
So isolated, though. Xander could have an opportunity to win this against Verno, and then it's a 1v1 against Finesse.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Verno.
One enemy remaining.
He's got another crossfire. He called the crossfire, but Finesse just too fast on the shot there through the wall. NRG, game point.
And finally, a third time where it comes down to a 1v1 and an important kill for Finesse. Third time is the charm. The fadeaway wallbang to get the kill against his doppelganger. Xander also playing the Viper. And now putting Energy at map and series point. The comeback play, look at that, through the wall too, off the contact, off the jiggle peek from Xander. And that could be the most important frag of this matchup. Who better than the RGL Finesse to do that? Confidence back for him.
Fans, Mata started with a 3K and then a 4K. And he has not gotten a kill since. He got 17 to 20 and then now 24 kills, and he's had that forever. They are shutting Mata down and is making a resurgence possibility or possible for here for 100 Thieves.
With 3 rounds in a pocket for Energy to try to close this out, Mata still has a showstopper. This will be an important spot. EU's going to hear potentially all of this rotate.
Oh, EU tucking himself in as far as possible here. Nobody.
They should start rotating out of this, and EU's going to get the free kill.
Oof. Actually, good shot from FNS there to do some damage. Mata fires over the truck and takes down Asuna here. Repositioning to make sure that Showers is clear. And Energy could have their match point here. It's 100 Thieves falling left and right. Elimination on the horizon for them and moving forward in the eyes of NRG. A push to the site. The molly goes out. It's going to be a little deep on the spike, I think, there. They can get towards it and move past it for a little more aggression.
It's up paint shells and sees.
The shot's in. Energy. Ethan and Tom take down one. It's up to Xander. A 3v1, and it's going to be such a tough task. Mata's coming up with a 3K. Mata gets the final kill, and Energy will eliminate 100 Thieves.
NRG able to fight back. Coming through with a new playbook as well. Again, on Pearl and Bind, something that's been seen before by 100 Thieves, but not yet by Energy. Going back into that same storyline of the off-season, losing in the first round of group stage and then doing the lower bracket run to win it all. There's still a chance right now to save your pick'ems if you still think Energy will make it and represent Americas as a top 2. But you did need huge heroic plays coming out from Mata in that third map.
Absolutely.
I mean, even Verno.
Yeah, Verno came up big, but again, you look at those frags from Mata. Started the half with 17, ends with 27, and he got 17 just in the first one, right?